What's going on, beautiful people? Today I want to share with you, I want to discuss with you 5 kinds of men that you should never ever allow to be closer to your woman. It might be your uncle, it might be your brother, it might be your father, it might be your best friend, but don't ever allow these kind of men to be closer to your woman. Number one is your woman ex-husband or your woman ex-man. Never ever try to allow such kind of men to be closer to your woman. Never ever give a chance to be closer to your woman. That's the most reason why most of times we normally try to give an advice or to be conscious, more especially on men who usually date single moms. I'm not saying that single moms is a bad idea, but we need to take cautions when dating such people, because likely we are likely to face challenge like this ex-husband, coming back for the sake of trying just to see how a child is doing. Yeah, try just to be visiting in the name of coming to see a child. You understand? So never allow this ex-husband or ex-men to be coming without your awareness. It's very risky. If you want your relationship to be stable, if you want your relationship to be in a good hands, never ever actually allow such kind of men to be visiting your woman or your wife if you're married. Let me also talk about a man who love a lot of charm things, a man who believes in traditional stuff, a man who is spiritual. If he's your friend, or if he's your best friend, or if he's your uncle, if he's your father, try by all means to reduce this kind of people to be visiting your house, your woman's house, or your woman in short, more especially if you are not around, because a lot of these guys, they can even manipulate your woman mindset using their charms, spiritual charms, so that they do anything it costs, anything, so that that they just sleep with your woman. So avoid this kind of men who believes in traditional stuff, traditional powers and some other stuff, visiting your own woman without your consent, or if you're not even around. Let me also talk about a man. Most of the times he likes visiting your place when you're not around. One simple truth is that a genuine man will always make sure that he will visit your place by the time that you are around. A genuine man will never have that interest coming to your house just to see your wife by the time you are not around. Okay? There are two things. It either you just want to destroy your union, or you just want to cheat around to manipulate your woman by the time you're not around. So these kind of men, this kind of friends, this kind of family members, let's try to avoid them. A man who most of the times compliment your woman a lot, who most of the times adores a lot, over complimenting your woman, she's beautiful, everything that she does. This guy is always up and down, trying just to be complimenting how beautiful she is, how beautiful she does things. The probability is that there are high chances of this guy one day to sit down with your woman and tell her that there's something that your man hasn't been seeing in you, which this guy has now started seeing, which is very dangerous. At the end of the day, he will try by all means just to manipulate this woman. He will try by all means to paint that black paint on you so that she turns against you. Okay? So try to avoid this kind of guys, because most of the times they're very manipulative. Most of the times you might find they're actually sleeping around with your woman. They're actually sleeping around with your wife if you're married. Okay? Lastly, let me also talk about the kind of men whereby you don't trust them fully, the kind of friend whom you don't trust fully, who they have this character of the Casanovas, okay? Each time you are with them, all the kind of conversation which these guys usually comes to talks about, it's all about they want to do it with a kind of women, this kind of, they just talks about sex. That's the best talk which they ever know. They don't talks about the productive things. They don't talks about things which will bring forth benefit to their lives, but they just talks about sex. They just talks about the woman. They just talks about the nyash. They talks, all this just praying of the Casanova things. Avoid such kind of men, such kind of friends, such kind of family members to be closer to your woman, more especially if you are not around, more especially if you are at work or if you are at business doing some other things and your woman is just there alone and these men, they will be visiting your house. It's very dangerous. You need to be very much conscious. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, be part of the team, and share your thoughts in the comment section below. Until I see you in the next episode, thank you so much and stay blessed.